Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, this is where we really get into it. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast here today. Oh, yeah. Just kind of a little follow-up from what we did last couple hours on WRMF. And good response, like Penny. Loved Denny's today doing the Plead the Fifth.
It's a great round.
Such a hoot, she says. Yeah, really solid round he had there.
People love
so
Denny's.
5 questions. Oh, yeah. How can you not love Denny's? So they did a great job up there. We found out about Mexican Quaaludes.
I honestly thought Quaaludes weren't available after the year 1987.
Well, you got to go to Mexico.
Learned a lot today.
Not going the right places, my friend. Yes. And Nathan said, you know you listen to the KVJ show too much when you know that Virginia will use her Mexican voice when any Hispanic caller name is mentioned, like Miguel today.
Ah, Miguel.
Yeah, that's exactly what she does. You're right. It's a great call.
You know that when anyone talks about food in the 7 o'clock hour, Jaybird will definitely say to Virginia, you want to get breakfast, Mama? Anything you want.
He knows that's going to happen before we say it. That's awesome.
You can anticipate when Virginia will say words in a weird way, and it drives you nuts every time. Burglar, Dorito, chicken. You know that any decision or discussion about celebrities is 5 minutes of Jason mispronouncing names and trying to figure out how to properly say them. And you always root for Jaybird in the No Name movie game. All in fun, guys. You definitely listen too much, but we'll continue to do so because your show is awesome. Thank you.
Good email. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Stephanie sent us some info about working in bars and the craziest, weirdest thing you have ever seen in a restaurant. She said, I've worked in bars and restaurants since I was 13, pretty much. I'm 32 now. Some of my worst stories, one happened in New Orleans. Said the cook in the restaurant or the bar where I worked in the French Quarter was always drunk or high.
That sounds about right.
One day, one of my bar patrons ordered some hot buffalo wings. A few minutes later, this lady brought out a basket of wings coated in buffalo sauce, and I'm looking at them and I'm thinking, something looks a little weird. Then just as the person's about to take a bite, I slapped the wing out of his hand. He's like, what gives? And he's like, hold on, let me take those back for you. There was blood in the basket I saw. The cook was so messed up, she forgot to drop them in the fryer, literally just coated raw-ass chicken in buffalo sauce and brought them out.
What was she smoking? Crack?
That's ridiculous.
Then had the nerve to say, oh, you probably want me to cook those, don't you?
Kind of like, oh, no big deal. I almost just gave somebody fucking food poisoning.
Wow. Said, not food related, but observed a couple eating at the bar, and he confessed to cheating on her and contracting HIV.
Oh, my gosh.
They were seated in front of my beer cooler, so it was not like I could avoid overhearing any of this, as every time another customer wanted a beer, I had to go right in front of them. She leaves in tears, and then he has the nerve to try to pick up other chicks at the bar.
What?
I cut him off around the time he started flirting with one of my regulars.
Are you sure you weren't on an episode of What Would You Do when they were filming you? Because that sounds so over the top.
Oh, my gosh. Drama.
Why would you have that conversation at a bar?
Yeah, some people just don't think. And also, too, people don't think that others are listening in. I don't know what they think. They think like there's this imaginary bubble around them that even though they're out in public, like people aren't noticing and listening to everything you're doing.
Yeah, even though the person is working, they can still hear you.
Oh, definitely. I mean, that's what I do. When I'm in a restaurant, I'm completely and totally eavesdropping on everybody around me.
It's fun.
Oh, I love it. Albert put this up talking about some restaurant names. The one in, where was it? The Faux restaurant. It was Keene. Where was it? Pennsylvania? Is that where it was?
Yeah, something like that.
Keene, Pennsylvania, something like that.
Keene.
Yeah, it's a faux restaurant, but it's pronounced pho. So I guess the reason why they probably allowed it is because the sign will say PHO. But
right.
when you pronounce it. So, and I didn't know until you had told me.
I didn't know either because I was saying it wrong. I was eating it, calling it pho.
Yeah.
And I was very publicly corrected.
Yeah. Well,
so what is it?
It's pho.
Pho.
Like you're going to curse? Pho.
But it's spelled PHO. Yeah, everybody in my family, they love it. We got a place that they go, a Vietnamese place, and they're always like, let's go get pho. Let's get pho.
Denny's loves it too, man.
Yeah. So my family's really into it. So I hear it a lot. But yeah, they haven't gotten wind of it being pronounced pho. So if anybody sees the sign and it says PHO and then Keen Great, they're going to be like, oh, it's Pho Keen Great. How close? But no, actually, it should be pronounced fucking great. So if you say it fast. And Albert said, yeah, there's a Chinese spot near my mother-in-law. She lives in Lake City. I don't know how they get away with this, but it's a Chinese place, and it's F-U and then King, Chinese. Fuck King Chinese.
Well, they have the Sofa King, too. Sofa King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did that for a while. Boy, those things are out, right? I remember at one point, didn't they have a couple of them open? Sofa Kings?
Yeah, they
and
did.
Now they're all gone,
They're
right?
gone, yeah.
Maybe a little too edgy.
The novelty wore off.
Yeah, I think after a while, you're just like, okay, first, I'm going to Sofa King. And then after a while, you're like, okay, I get it.
How's that Twin Peaks doing? You go over there still?
Yeah, I've been there right before break. Yeah, it's still doing great. Solid, yeah.
What made you ask that?
Because I'm just thinking of places that named themselves like a little catchy name. It's supposed to be a take on boobs.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Twin Peaks. It's like a Hooters.
It's like a Hooters if it was in a ski lodge.
Yeah, it's nice. The motif's good. They got good, if you drink the craft beer, which I do, they got good beer varieties and the bar and, hire hot chicks and decent food. It's everything you want, Virginia. TVs all over the place for sports.
Love it.
Yeah, they did it right. Rat in the kitchen. Gabe said, yeah, I was just watching season 6, episode 5 of Orange is the New Black, and they were playing that damn Rat in the Kitchen song you guys play.
They were?
That's
Make fun of
funny.
Jay Bird's rat situation. Yeah. Literally made me laugh out loud.
That song is actually not a bad song.
It's a jam. I love it.
It's very catchy.
And it
Is
totally
rat in the kitchen?
it takes the situation and it gives it a goofy turn. Staying in and dealing with those rats was horrible, but if that song was playing, it's kind of like, all right, they're not going to eat my face. They're here to dance.
What am I gonna do?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, he said, yeah, that made me laugh out loud. Thought you'd appreciate the info. Gabe from Miami Beach, but originally from Boca. Okay. That's
cool.
All righty. Got this from Curtis, our bachelor from yesterday, 55-year-old bachelor. He's the only one that's responded.
You know what? People seem to really like that
Yeah.
cat. Lovable guy.
It's really interesting. Yeah, we're doing the people got to prove them out of, the first 5 votes we get, 3 got to be positive to get up there on our Instagram. And he said, yeah, thanks so much for the post. The possibilities are endless. LOL. I haven't had this much attention since the 80s.
Okay.
Look at he's got jokes still. I love it.
I hope I'm as great as my dog thinks I am. It's an interesting first hurdle to get through where it's like, yeah, what you say and how you are, the audience is like, yeah, we're feeling it, we're not feeling it. And so
The one thing I've noticed, the audience doesn't like boring. And when I say boring, I don't think they like 1-word answers, 1 or 2-word answers. Even if it's those kind of questions, give something else more. Let people hear your personality. The ones that are kind of cutting it off short, they're not doing well.
it's kind of a case study. Yeah, if you're listening to it, there are certain words, things you say that people don't like. And you'd be like, okay, that's not, if I'm single and I want to try to change it, here's a couple things that might be what's, to me, it's the very least, even if you don't make the Instagram, you walk away with a lesson. You're like going, okay.
Yeah, it's
all
like
right.
a pickup line.
Yeah, I got perspective. It's kind of like the whole ghosted thing we do where it's like, okay, look, yeah, obviously there was something that happened where they stopped contacting you, but what is it so that you'd be like, okay, I didn't realize I do this. Because, gosh, we all need that. We all, when you're sitting there, it's hard to detect your own flaws and what it is about you. Because we just all think we're great. You're like going, I am pretty much about a flawless human being. Until you sit down with somebody that levels with you and is like, okay, this is annoying. That's bad. Fix this. And you're like, oh, whoa, okay.
Do you know you have flaws? I know I have flaws.
Definitely.
I can identify a lot of my flaws. I definitely don't think I am flawless. I don't think you guys think that either.
No, I know I have flaws, but a lot of them I'm not changing.
Do you know your flaws, Kev? Do you think you do?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, some of them. I would like to know more, to be honest with you, because I do like that. I'm very focused on self-improvement. and trying to, make myself better.
Good. Let's get into it. Dick face.
I'd love to.
Dick face.
When you're with people who, if you got the right person that you trust and they're like saying it to be like, hey, I'd love to help you. I am totally cool with that. I am totally cool with that. I think one thing that I do often, and I don't know that I can help it, and I hate it, and I'm working on it, is that, I've got kind of like the ADD thing, and it's hard for me to multiply my focus on a few different things. So I can focus on one thing, and if I have to read something or whatever, it's like I'm in a vacuum, and I can't hear or see anything else. And I hate that because, I think sometimes I'm oblivious to some things around me, and I want to help out. And so that's a big flaw of mine that there's something in my brain wiring, and it's hard. I can't get
I don't know if you
over
can
it.
fix that, though.
I don't know, yeah.
A lot of the bad things I do, they're choices.
Okay.
And I think the way your brain works is not a choice.
Yeah.
That's what God gave you. And so, you're a singular focused kind of guy.
Yeah.
And if someone throws multiple things at you, your brain just doesn't operate that great on that level.
Yeah.
So, you can't be mad at yourself for that, though.
My wife hates me in a function or something because she's like, you'll always like turn your back on me or you'll whatever, and like kind of like, and I'm
But
like,
you're focused.
yes,
On one thing.
Right. I try to really focus on someone when they're speaking to me because I realize I can do that. But then, what happens is I might send out body language that I'm like, what a rude son of a bitch. You just totally like stepped in front of me and cut me out of the conversation.
It's tricky when you are at a party like that. You not only have to think about the person you're talking to, but you got to think about all the other people in the room.
So
and
as soon as I start doing that, I'm not listening to the person in front of me.
And then the guy's got an hors d'oeuvre tray, and he's asking you if you want a mushroom cap. And then
Right. And then it never fails. That's when they're like going, yeah, and then my mother died yesterday. I'm like, yeah, that's great.
ooh, mushroom caps.
Yeah. And they're like, did he just say it's great? My mom died? Like, wow.
What
an
a dick
asshole.
face.
Yeah.
Jaybird was right.
So that's what always happens
But
to
it's
me.
not your fault. And everybody needs to understand your brain is just wired that way.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at Kev.
I try to unwire it that way, and I can't. So it's like I work on it, I try to focus on it, but
Especially if you've had a few cocktails. Then you really can't.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and then he's totally awesome. Kev, after a couple cocktails, that's fuck yeah, Kev.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's
Fuck
go,
yeah,
baby.
I love fuck yeah, Kev.
Brandon West Palm would love to see mullet Kev.
Oh.
So I was listening, man. Yeah, I'm saying Kev does mullet March the whole month.
I love it.
Keep a mullet for the month of March. Rock the hell out of it. There you go.
Kevin, people would love it, and I
Yeah.
think I love the March mullet. That's mullet March. I love
Mullet
it.
March.
Yeah.
The fair is here right now.
Yeah.
That nothing says mullet better than the fair.
There
Oh,
are
I know.
some sweet mullets at the fair.
Sweet.
Gosh, and there's some nice 1985 mullets here in present day at the fair.
I know.
Those are the kind. If you're going mullet hunting, that to me, that's the Cadillac of mullets right there.
I had so much fun on the fair opening day, just walking around with you guys.
I would have stayed. We had Blue Martini that night, but I really wanted to stay very bad. I'm excited to go to the fair.
Me too. I think I'm going to go back on the 1st and the 3rd. If anybody wants to jump in on that party, they've also told us we can ride on one of the Mardi Gras floats they have.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be
Nice.
kind of fun.
Let me know if you want to jump on the float.
Yeah, I'd like to probably take Cannon out there sometime. I'll stay away from the food and the rides, but yeah, I love seeing him have a good time.
You let me know when y'all go out there. We can do a little group date.
I'm going February 1st and February 3rd. I'm going on the 3rd because that's Super Bowl and I'm boycotting.
Never remember those dates.
Yeah. You inherit Connick.
Yeah, we not watching. Sorry.
Yeah, you're going to really hurt those numbers.
Yeah, I know. While you guys are laying in your tears.
I wish nothing but the best for both teams, but I'm just not interested.
In a sense, it's kind of like Facebook fishing. I'm not going to watch the
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
look at me,
Because I have
yeah.
a heart. I'm going to the fair. It really kind of is.
I don't want nobody to comment on it. I'm just telling you that's what I'm going to the fair.
Okay.
We're going to comment on it. I mean, you're throwing it out there. You're throwing it out there.
The fair's only going to be Saints fans that day.
And that's even a
I'm going to wear my Saints gear to the fair.
That's a Facebook fishing comment right there. I don't care. I don't want no one to comment on it. What the fuck are you saying it for?
I'm telling you my agenda.
Okay. Glad to know your agenda. Yeah, I got Tommy who said, hey, I'm from the Bahamas, and I've listened to you guys for years. We were visiting.
We met some people from the
Tommy
Bahamas.
Bahama? Is this a joke?
Tommy Bahama. Wait a minute. Is this
yeah.
Kentucky John?
I don't know, man.
No, I said we were walking through the Yesteryear Village and we bumped into the crew.
Yes, we met those people. Remember, they were from
Oh,
the Bahamas.
yeah, they were awesome.
The mom, the dad, and the 2 kids.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, just
His name is Tommy Bahama.
He's Tommy from the Bahamas. Yeah.
Tommy Bahama, I love it.
Yeah. So
They were
there you go.
super nice.
Yeah. So that's all good stuff. So very nice. Thanks for saying.
Yeah, they
hey
were
there,
going
Tommy.
into the Riddle House, right?
Yep, we were coming out. They were going in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Riddle House, that same place was locked. Remember that closet door? That's what Virginia was talking about. If you get up in that area, that's
All the way upstairs. That door has a padlock on it.
That's where the real haunted shit's supposed to be.
Yeah,
at.
I think they've had a sign. They've basically said that. Yeah, they keep you out of there because especially guys, I think it is, get scratched by the entity that is up there supposedly.
I would do anything to do a seance in there. I would love to get in that thing.
I think they wanted me out of there. I got shushed and told to.
Oh, that's damn it! I forgot to.
You got shushed?
That's right. Virginia got shushed publicly at the
the
Riddle
Riddle
House.
House.
It was awesome.
What happened?
Imagine this: Whispers over here was talking too loud.
I was saying hi to somebody.
Hey, what's going on? It was so loud. I could hear it 3 stories up. She got totally shushed and said, "You can't talk that loud,
I was not talking that loud.
Mama."
That ain't nothing.
That's nothing, huh?
No, that was like a 5 out of 10, maybe.
When me and Virginia whisper together, it honestly sounds like we talk louder whispering than we do normally.
I know.
We're the worst whisperers.
Aaron sent this in about Google Glass. Said, I'm the girl that told you how the show was going on the Bright Line before you went to Israel. But I just graduated last month from Miami's communications school with a major in media management. I had a media technology class a couple years ago where we talked about Google Glass for about 2 weeks. We also talked a lot about how the adult entertainment industry is changing because of AI and VR. So Jason had a good point during that same segment. The reason they didn't take off was because of privacy issues, getting them banned at a lot of places. You could record people and they wouldn't know it. So it made people squirrely when they saw people around with them on. And the reason the Snapchat spectacles didn't cause as much of an issue is because they have a light that lets you know when they're recording. But honestly, those don't seem to be pretty successful either. So,
Mags bought those, the Snapchat glasses.
yeah.
I think they were like $75, and she might have worn them twice.
Yeah. That's a good point, though. Some of that stuff where you're doing the porn, how do you know you're not getting recorded and all of a sudden your O face is everywhere? Could you imagine that? Your O face everywhere over the internet? Yeah,
well, stuff can get, uploaded so fast. That's kind of part of it. Before you know, you accidentally, I am so squirrely, emails, texts, all that kind of stuff, making sure you're sending it to the right person because...
Oh, yeah. You ever send the wrong shit to the wrong person? I have. It's awful. It is absolutely awful, especially when you're talking shit about that person.
Yes. That's why, you got to kind of like watch and see what you're doing.
I accidentally was talking shit about somebody, and I butt dialed the HOA. So I looked on the phone. It was about 2 minutes of me just bitching, and I never heard back from them. And it wasn't about the HOA, but I was bitching about somebody else, and I left it on the HOA's message.
Oh no, that's so messy.
I know, it's terrible. These iPhones are so tricky. They really are. They can ruin your life like that.
They can. So maybe that was just it. Maybe that's a step too far. Maybe that's where we draw the line, is saying, yeah, I don't want glasses that record my every move. And I can, see reasons why it'd be great, because I'm one of those people that I often think, I should pull my phone out when it's too late. The cool moment's already gone.
You're just living it, man. You're living it.
Yeah, well, there is a fine line on that. I do love going back and looking at videos and things like that and be like, oh, man, I'm glad I got that on video.
But then there's some artists, they'll see you filming at a concert, they'll stop the band, and then they'll shame you and say, just be in the moment, man. Come on.
Yeah, you're so busy looking at your phone, you're not looking at the world.
Yeah, I've seen 3 or 4 major artists break down a show and shame somebody. I think Adele did it. Adele was one of them. Live in the moment. I'm here right now. I'm present. I'm a real thing. I'm a person.
Yeah, but some people like going back and saying, hey,
Yeah.
but Adele, I just spent $250 fucking on your concert ticket.
Quit fucking shaming me.
Front row? I bet you more than that.
I'd like to remember this event longer than just the 10 seconds you're hitting that note.
Not all of us get to go into a nice fancy fucking jet plane after this.
Yeah,
I got to
dick
make this
face.
moment last. It cost me
But
half my rent.
I think Dave Chappelle's like that. He doesn't want anybody filming him. I
He
know.
might have something, though, about, with
Comedy.
Adele.
Comedy.
Yeah, and you ruin it for other people when they're not. Because, a big part of comedy is surprise. And that's just it. If you've heard a joke before and you hear it again, most times you're like, it's not nearly as good.
Right.
You hear hello again, you're like, oh, hello.
I'm like,
How many different ways does she sing it? Not a lot.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So
I take back my comment about Dave Chappelle. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's probably why there's to me a difference between the two. Let me see here. Britt said, hey, I got to listen to all of 5 minutes of the show this morning on my way to work. The other 20 minutes were all commercials. What's up with that? Yeah, that's just what the radio station does to make money, and we cannot control that. Yeah, I hear you. I get it. It's not two things we don't control. We don't control commercials. We don't control music, and we're just like you guys. We pitch our own bitches and say whatever, and that's why we give you the podcast every single day, and that's without music and commercials. That we can control. If you listen to the podcast, you're going, that sucks, then that's our fault. Yeah, because that's all us. Whatever's on that's just us talking and doing our thing.
I always love these guys that will pull me aside. Seriously, Bird, you got to tell Kevin, stop playing this type of music and tell him to stop playing so many commercials. Just have him march into the boss's office. And then I trip over my laughter. Oh my God, it's so funny.
Kevin ain't marching nowhere.
We don't control that stuff.
No.
We have zero
Yeah.
power on that.
I'm not saying, ooh, man, wait till I drop this love song or whatever it is.
Or
yeah.
you're not like, oh man, it'll be sweet, guys. Let me play 9 minutes of commercial. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
You can't control that.
People would hate if I controlled the music anyway, so. We're
Not
better off.
everybody.
You're right, not everybody. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I like some of your shitty music.
It's good to know. Okay. I got a personality test here that the bird gave to me from themindunleashed.com. It reveals much about your own personal perception about how your outlook on life is.
Now, I didn't read it, Virginia, because I wanted to do it with you.
Okay.
One of the basic rules of this test is to write what you feel and what first comes to mind.
Okay,
So-
feeling comes to mind. That's the combination.
Yeah.
Okay.
To write what you feel and what first comes to mind. It's fine if you have the same answers to different questions. Do not read all at once. Read the questions one by one.
Okay.
And do not rush. It will be so interesting to see the next question if you're still writing the answer to the previous one. Okay, so there you go. It says, you are peering into the sea. What do you feel? Focus only on your first impression. You can close your eyes to better feel it. ... Okay. So what is it you're feeling? You're peering into the sea. What do you feel? Focus only on your first impression.
Okay, I like this shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mine, peace, serenity. That'd be it. I feel calm when I look out into the sea. I'm like, it's relaxing. It's very nice. I enjoy it. I see a calm sea. It's usually sunny if I'm at the beach. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. What about you, Virginia?
Initially, I love the motion of the waves and I love how it feels, but then I start thinking about all the animals that could eat me, and then I get a little nervous.
Okay. All right. Jaybird?
Peaceful and small.
Okay. Peaceful and small. They said that that means it's your attitude towards life and your penis.
Ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Oh, it is such
It's so peaceful.
It's so serene. Oh man, you just want to tug on that thing.
No one's ever said ouch.
So there you go.
Needle dick over it. Is that what you want to hear? You want to break me down?
Yeah, she does. She wants to go even further.
You want me to start
Yeah.
turning on myself?
You put the knife in yourself. She wants to twist it. And, yeah. Okay, the second one here. You are walking through the woods and you look at the ground. Write down what you feel. You're walking through the woods and you look at the ground. Write down what you feel in this personality test here. Okay, me, the ground is soft. I see leaves, twigs, and moss, and a couple ferns that are there. It's very nice and serene. Virginia, what do you feel?
I feel like muddy and dirty. I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like the woods.
Okay, Jaybird.
I feel a mystic presence of some sort. The woods is really the most peaceful place for me.
Peaceful. Okay.
Yeah, but more mystical.
Is it peaceful and small like your penis?
No, it's magical and strong like my penis.
They say the second one, that is the way you feel in your own family. That is the way you feel in your own family.
Okay, I like it.
Dirty and muddy.
Yeah, Virginia feels dirty and muddy.
I feel mysterious and.
I feel like this test is a waste of time and it's dumb.
I'll give you one more. Yeah.
We can punt on it. Fuck this game. I gotta play this with people who know what's up. Denny's, we're playing this shit later.
Maybe you should have given us some weed first.
Oh, bless you, Virginia.
Sorry, I was sneezing.
That's disgusting.
Sorry.
What about a herd of horses? Write the first thing that comes to mind and avoid thinking for too much time.
Okay.
Herd of horses. Okay. For me, I think powerful, strong, majestic, and free. I see like some white horses out on a plain and they're just kind of galloping and, they're in charge and like going, hey, where are we going to go? It's just, what was that awful animated movie that Bryan Adams sang the soundtrack to?
Yeah.
Spirit of the Cimarron or something like that.
It's terrible.
It's a terrible movie, terrible soundtrack. Everything's awful. Yeah, so that's what I think. What do you think, Virginia?
Shit, about to be trampled.
Okay, shit about to be trampled. Okay, Jaybird.
They're going to kill me, but this needed to happen.
Okay. That would be your attitude to men. So I see them as strong and free.
I think they're murderers.
You think they're murderers and they need to kill you and they should.
I think they're about to trample me.
Wow.
Huh.
Pretty deep shit, man.
Okay.
All right.
Shit, the operative word.
That's great.
Very nice.
Can't wait to read the emails on that horseshit test. Kev, just don't even read them. I get it. It was awful.
No, I think you should read them.
Save the time on reading.
All of your responses for Jaybird's
No.
personality quiz.
Please.
that he
I don't even
submitted
hear
for the
from
show.
Carl the critic.
Sam in our chat room said, hey, just to let you know, there's a Girl Scout cookie eating contest this Saturday at the fair. Go get it, Jaybird. Jaybird prefers a Girl Scout eating contest, just to let you know.
Oh, yeah, I bought that costume. Are we doing that?
Yes.
Do we have somebody?
Yes, we're lining them up. They will either be in tomorrow or Friday. Hopefully it's going to be 5 Girl Scouts against Jaybird, their sum total versus his, in a 2-minute cookie eating contest.
Perfect.
There's no way they're going to beat me.
No way?
They should be scared.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if you're going to win or lose, but you're going to look cute because I got you a Girl Scout outfit.
Is there anything on the line? If I don't do it,
They all are going to kick you in the nuts.
A lot.
One at a time. Yeah. One at a time.
they can give me a cookie beat down.
They're going to hit you in the nuts, and we're going to hit you in your small penis.
It's peaceful too.
It should be a great day.
But it's strong.
It's strong
and peaceful.
Peaceful, serene. So that will hopefully be coming up here this week. I'm just waiting for final word back and confirmation
Okay.
from them hungry Girl Scouts. Do Girl Scouts typically like their own cookies? Or
Yeah,
are they...
I think they do.
Do
My
they?
daughter Magnolia, she's sad because she aged out of her Girl Scout troop. They don't do it anymore. And so she was like, Mom, can I have some money? I want to go buy some cookies from one of my friends that's selling. Like, she wants them. She needs them.
I had that whole bag of them, and I just couldn't believe how quick I ate 2 boxes. I ate them so quick. I still wanted more.
They're good.
Mm-hmm.
There's not that many in there. I mean, I'm a grown ass adult. I can eat I can eat 3 boxes.
You can, huh?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see if you can do it this week.
Oh,
so.
can you, real quick, what the shit are we doing about the Naked Mile? People keep asking me, what do you want to do about that? Should I just go to the woods and run naked in the woods? Have just Denny's film me?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we do need to do it. And yeah, we keep not having a place or doing it. I know originally my first thought was I thought the fairgrounds would be perfect, not while the fair is going on. Because I thought that was just good. You got the parking and you got the accessibility. In fact, they even do a race there for kids the first day. Yeah, they do that mile run. So I think that's maybe why, that initially took me there. And, of course, here we are in the thick of it when the fair is going on, the 3 weeks of the year. This is when we're really trying to get it. So that would be my number one choice as a place to do it. People said, I got land out here, So, you can do that.
The only reason why I'm bringing it is I think people think I'm trying to avoid it, and I swear to you, I am not. I want to pay this off ASAP.
Yeah. Well, some people said they got land in the Loxahatchee or something like that, so you can go out there.
No offense to you, Virginia. I know you did a site check. It just looked like or I don't know.
It was a little exposed.
There was a house right next to it, and there was a road right next to it too.
What are we doing the Naked Mile? It's been so long. How do we get to it? Why is it happening? What is the story of the Naked Mile?
Yeah, why do I have to run it?
I don't know.
You did it for Little Smiles. We raised money, and we went well over the amount that we wanted to raise.
And what was the thing? He would just run anywhere for a mile?
He would run a Naked Mile if we raised so-and-so amount, and we raised double that amount.
I'm wondering, too, if I just showed up at the naked beach and just started running, are they going to be cool with a camera?
I don't know. I think a lot of times on the naked beaches they do dissuade you from filming there because that kind of goes against the code. People are there for the beauty of nature and to enjoy it, to feel free. But all of a sudden when they're up on the internet and they're naughty bits,
they didn't ask to be on your gram.
Yeah,
yeah. They were just there to look at all the peaceful, strong penises.
Yeah,
Boy, are they going to be disappointed when you go running by.
All right, it's enough's enough. Enough's enough. I'm down. I'm out. I get it.
Yeah, that'd probably be good. There are also a couple places in Wellington. You've seen where we've been, where they have the horse track and thing like that. They've got some of those kind of things out there. That'd be great. It'd be awesome is have you at the Kennel Club when that's closed. They would let us in the Kennel Club. You go out there and run around that dog track.
Oh man, here comes Jaybird.
Now that would be funny. That would be a great place for the video, actually.
Can even bring Chewy out there, have him run alongside with me.
Yeah, maybe we could do it before they open up in the morning or something like that on a Saturday morning and say, hey, could we get there right at the daybreak? What time? Because I don't think they open up till.
Aren't you friends with? Don't you have a connection with someone there?
I do. I can call Teresa.
Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah,
she's super awesome.
Great.
Yeah, call Teresa and say, hey, could we have our guys or a time where you could just, he'll be covering himself up, but we think it'd be great video and good advertisement for them. I know coming up this weekend, they've got a big poker tournament they'd like for us to promote for them. So that might be a nice little tie-in.
Poker.
She's safe.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, maybe try that. I like that idea. So you were doing the Naked Mile at the Palm Beach County Kennel Club.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Problems solved.
Until they tell us we can't do it. Then we're right back to where we were at.
Yeah. And it's all for today. So we think. All right. Very nice. All righty. There you go. Got anything you want to add into the show? You can always send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. We'll get you on here. You all have a good day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.